Welcome back, scrapbooking friends. This is actually just my third spread for the year 2021. I did not make a video of this, but I have one of my confirmation to the Episcopalian Church. The second one was getting my COVID vaccine. And now this is my third one, spring break in March. So you can see not a whole bunch was happening in January, February in 2021. People were kind of afraid to do stuff. And I got vaccinated because I wanted to take this spring break trip to see my son in Florida. As you can tell, my face a little fat there. At this point, I was weighing the most I've ever weighed in my life. Since this point, I've lost 55 pounds, and with a goal of another 25, so I'm getting there. And you can see, food, that's part of why I was getting there. But this is the spring break trip, kind of the beginning page of that, and I've used my Cricut machine to cut out my two title pieces and put those together. And then you're going to see in this one particularly, I've got quite a bit of scrap that I'm going to use to help make this look interesting. So I'm just going to pull it apart here a little bit. Put my title up there. Oh, my little sushi that I also cut out from using my Cricut. I've already mounted these pictures onto this paper, so we'll just get a little bit of sticky tabs on there, and we'll place that there. You may be wondering, what is this? I've just cut an old photograph I wasn't using, and I use that to help press things down. If you use this side to press, it's basically photo on photo, and it doesn't leave any smudges, so it's a way of keeping fingerprints from getting on your pictures. So just set that over there for a bit. You're going to see me use this technique a lot, but I don't like straight edges. For some reason, I don't think they look good. So I often will use this Creative Memories tearing tool. This side is really my favorite one. And what I'm using here is some multicolored paper. So it's one color on the outside, but then when you tear it, you can see it kind of turns a different color. And some of them are more distinct than this one, but I like the way this looks. So just putting this here to give it a little bit of interest to the side of the page. I feel like if you don't put some kind of border on it, that often it will feel like the page needs to be connected to something else. So get it on the edges. There we go. Press it down. Again, you may be asking, why did you go ahead and do all the mounting and everything? Well, I'm trying to keep these videos to being 10 minutes or less, and a lot of that stuff is the not so great stuff. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, I feel good about that. So I'm trying to show you the process without taking too much of the tedious time doing stuff that I think you probably already all know how to do. If you don't, let me know, and I'll make some videos where I show how I'm doing that. Again, here's the photo, and I'm remembering where I put the sticky tabs. Did I get that centered? Oh, yeah, close enough. I'm not one of those people that has to have everything absolutely perfect. I'm not making these to sell. These are for family memories. And I'm going to overlap here at the bottom of the photos. There we go. Again, I'm going to use the photograph to press down. That way I'm not leaving little wet fingerprints on those pieces. Okay, so we'll put that one there. Now let's work on this one. Now you'll see this. This is actually leftover cut out from another project. I just thought it was a cool design, and when it's all put together on here, I think this looks pretty cool. So I'm just gonna use it. Let's do this. Let's tear this edge as well. There are all different kinds of torn edge tools with different patterns. Some of them are very geometric, and when you use that to tear, unless it's perfect, it looks like you've made a mistake. That's why I like this one. You get a little bit off, it doesn't really matter, because it is meant to be that way. All right, let's get that right in the corner. There we go. Now I'm gonna get this one over a little bit because I want to enjoy that circle. Okay. Okay, good, perfect. Particularly when doing pieces that are differently shaped like this, you want to make sure that you get tape all around the space of the circle. Okay, you can see this one's a little bit different size than the other paper. It looks like it's a little short. So what I'll do at the end is I'm just going to slice that all off, and it will even it up. This border is a little wider, and so I'm going to make sure there's double tape on it. And you'll notice, if you look carefully, that this strip I'm putting down here is actually the same paper that I used as the background for that. So these two patterns tie these two pages together. All right, now let's think about placement here. Again, I'm putting pieces on and off just to make sure that everything is feeling right before I stick something down. And I think at this point I'm going to pull these together because I want to make sure. Actually, I think I like this off-centered a bit just to show the fun patterns there. Okay. One of the things I need to make sure I'm doing is having backup rolls of tape, because if I run out in the middle of filming, you do not want to watch me struggle with putting that thing together. I love the way they work. That's the Creative Memories tape dispenser. I just actually bought like 10 more refills for this thing, but it's never easy for me to figure out how to put it in and out. All right. Here we go. All right, looks good. And there we have it, the beginning of my trip to Florida. I'm living in Oklahoma right now, and was not ready to take a plane ride. So I made a 2-day drive to get down to see my son, and on the first night I kept driving and I thought, I'm near Pensacola Beach, I want to stay somewhere on the ocean. So I used hotels.com, found something, and made a booking and was able to get there in time to watch the sunset. So it was pretty beautiful. Actually, I think these pictures are of the sunrise the next morning. This one over here might be the sunset the night before. These are the sunrise the next morning, but just absolutely beautiful. So I wanted to make a page to show that, but also highlight the opening of my spring break trip. By the way, I ate the sushi at the hotel I was staying that night. Very expensive, but very good. Kind of thing you do once. All right, everybody, have a great day. Keep scrapbooking. Take care.